on, beautiful people, we are back again with another wig install, and this time it is by Ali Grace Hair. And I also got this really cute bonnet that I had to show you guys that you can get on the website, along with some other cutesy stuff to add to your cart. So this hair is a 24-inch reddish brown wig, and it is a body wave in 150% density. So I want to show you guys a run through method to see if there's any shedding. I didn't experience any shedding with this unit. It is a 13x4 lace frontal. So jumping straight into the styling and customization of this unit, you know I always go in with my wax stick, and this is essential if you want your wigs to look flat. Like, you need a good wax stick and a hot comb. These two together, your wig will be laid flat, okay, every single install. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to tackle the sides and the front, and also this helps me to see how the wig will lay if I need to do any extra plucking, or if I need to bleach the knots or anything like that. With this being a reddish brown hair, I don't need to bleach the knots, which is perfect because I didn't feel like doing the extra work. So that is one area that we eliminated by customizing the unit. We don't have to do any bleaching. If you want to pluck it a little bit more, I definitely recommend that if you want a less dense look in the front. And also, depending on how your natural hair lining is, then you want to customize that to mimic your natural hair lining. So that's what I do most of the time when I do extra plucking with these units, is to make sure that it actually looks similar to my hair lining. So I pluck behind the hairline and not on top, meaning I separate here in the front first and then I pluck lightly. And you don't want to pluck the same area continuously, like you want to move with the plucking. I know I'm looking a little bit rough with it and moving a bit fast, but after years of doing this, it's almost natural for me to just move fluidly along the hairline. But if you need to slow down the video a little bit, or take your time if you're a first time wig wearer or first time customizing a unit. But this hair literally didn't need to do much of, but this is just me making sure that I get that extra natural look in the front. And then once I do that, I just do it lightly in the front. So this is just to remove hair from here and there that might look a little bit too uniform. I don't want the hair to look square, you know what I mean? Like, you see that little square look in the front? My hair lining isn't naturally like that. It's more uneven type of look, so that is what I am going for. So just keep plucking in areas that you think needs to be less, and you just go from there. So this is what our plucking looks like, and I am so in love with how natural this lace is looking thus far. And we haven't even melted it as yet, but I see the promise with this hair. So looking at the lace, I realized that I'm gonna need to darken it a bit. You can go to your local beauty supply store, or even on Amazon they have a lace tint that you can get to match your complexion. I didn't feel like doing all that extra stuff, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of bronzing powder that I use for my makeup. Like, whatever style makeup that I'm wearing, I try to match it with the lace of my unit so that it melts. But if you're not wearing makeup, you don't need to do all of that. You just find something, a color that matches your natural complexion. So because there's a lot of lace on this unit, I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the excess lace first so that I could see what I'm doing, because it came down a little bit too far, just to see what I'm doing in order to melt this lace properly. And the first thing we do with a 13x4 lace frontal is cut behind the ear. We want to make sure that it lays flat, just in case if we want to wear it glueless. On any other day that we want to just throw on the wig, we want to make sure that it stays in place. It actually lays comfortably on our head. So then I lift the lace, and then we're going to go into my typical install, which is using the EBIN lace spray. And this is super lightweight. I prefer it way more than doing any type of vigorous wig install. I'm not a ball cap method type of girl, because I like to remove my wigs daily. I know a lot of people don't do that, but I prefer that because it's lightweight. I know it tends to be work if you want to wear your wigs every day, but honestly, if you take that 5 minutes to just use that EBIN spray, you save so much of your hairline doing that, as opposed to doing something more harsh on your hairline. Like, that's just me, I prefer that. And then I tie it down with this elastic band, then I go in with my blow dryer just to help me dry it a bit faster. And that is basically it for the first melting. We're going to be doing 2 melting sessions like I usually do. So if you're new here, I hope this helps. Then we're going to cut off the excess lace. If you need to lift certain areas to cut it, that's okay, because we are going to be melting it again. So don't get alarmed if you see like your lace is lifting or if it looks too raggedy. And also don't cut in a straight line, because straight line is way more visible for the lace as opposed to cutting it up and down like a zigzaggedy motion. So as you can see, my hand is moving up and down as opposed to going straight across. And I also cut off a little bit of the hair in the front, because as I said, at the end of the day, you want this to mimic your natural hair lining, and I don't want it to change the features of my face. Then this is our second melting process, where we dab some of the EBIN on our fingertips and then dab it on to the lace as opposed to spraying it directly. Then we go back in, tying it down with the band, and now it is time to style this hair. So to style the hair, I'm just putting some light waves in it using this GWAN iron that I got from Amazon like a trillion years ago. I don't even know if it's still on the website. I'll try to see if I could find it and then put it in my Amazon storefront, which will be in the description box below, so you can see like all the little hair products that I usually use that I get from Amazon. So we just want to do it lightweight. We don't want it to be too uniform. I just want it to have that beachy type of wave. And then I'm going to go in with this curling iron with some areas that I feel like just need a little bit more of a tighter curl. And that is basically it. Like, we're going to fluff the hair around, remove the band. This is what the hair is looking like. And I'm thinking I want to do a side part, like an unkept, ununiform side part as opposed to a center part. And I'm just going to play around with the hair until I am satisfied with the finished look. Now, y'all know how I feel about a little swoop. I'm not going to do a swoop, but I just felt like I wanted a little tiny sideburn on the side. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just wanted that look. And then I'm going to create like a slight part. I don't want it to be too deep, but I'm just going to play around with the hair, like I said, until I feel like it is a completed look. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that bronzing powder just to darken my lace a bit more in the front. And that is practically it. Okay, y'all, now this is the completed look. I wanted her to be effortless and flowy. Like, this is giving very much Little Mermaid vibes, and I'm loving it. I love how the color is looking against my skin. The melanin is popping with this color. Yes, let me know what you guys think about this unit. All the details will be in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at @DamnThat'sChev. And I'll see y'all beautiful people in my next video. Go on, big up on yourself. Bye, guys.